नमस्कार मित्रांनो, तुम्ही पाहतात माझं यूट्यूब चॅनल चोरगेसर बायोलॉजी. इथे मी तुम्हाला 12वीच्या नवीन सिलेबसच्या बदललेल्या सिलेबसचे जे टॉपिक आहेत त्याचे व्हिडिओ लेक्चर्स एक एक करून अपलोड करणार आहे. आज पहिला टॉपिक मी घेतलेला आहे रिप्रोडक्शन इन लोअर अँड हायर प्लांट्स. सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा इथं 3 महत्त्वाचे शब्द दिलेले आहेत: रिप्रोडक्शन, लोअर अँड हायर प्लांट्स. आता लोअर आणि हायर प्लांट्स म्हणजे काय? लोअर प्लांट आपण किंगडम प्लांटी बघितलेला आहे. त्या प्लांटी किंगडम मध्ये 5 डिव्हिजन आहेत, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द अल्गी, ब्रायोफाइट्स, टेरिडोफाइट्स, जिम्नोस्पर्म्स अँड अँजिओस्पर्म्स. आउट ऑफ these 5 divisions, the first 3 divisions are considered as lower members of kingdom plantae. Lower member means, what is lower? Lower means the members which don't have any specialized structures, any well developed organ structure or special reproductive organs. Such members are considered as the lower members, lower plants. And now what is higher plants? Higher means the last 2 divisions, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymnosperms and angiosperms both containing gamete producing organs, advanced complex structures. Such plants are called as the higher plants. Understood? Lower and higher plants means, lower plants means those plants having primitive structures, and higher plants means having complex structures or well developed, you can say. Now the very important word is the reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction means every organism produces its own kinds. Is called as a reproduction. Like mango seed will grow as a mango tree, dog will produces puppies, human will produces babies. This is the reproduction, and reproduction is necessary for the continuation of life, for the existence of life, and for the continuation of race on this earth. This is the main aim of reproduction. Every organism tends to reproduce its own kinds. स्वतः सारखे आपले काय म्हणू ज्याला आपण प्रोजेनी तयार करतो त्याला आपण रिप्रोडक्शन म्हणायचं. लक्षात आलं? आता रिप्रोडक्शनचे मेन 2 प्रकार आहेत. 2 types of reproduction. First is the primitive, which is called as a asexual reproduction, and the second one is the sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Now these 2 types are occur. Asexual reproduction is mainly found in the lower organisms. Some higher organisms also show asexual reproduction, but sexual reproduction occurs in the higher organisms. Now what is the difference between these 2? The very important words are the asexual and sexual. Asexual means the absence of gamete formation, and sexual means by the formation of gametes, with the fusion of gametes, the organism can reproduce. Now consider one by one. The first type is the asexual reproduction. Here is the first type, asexual reproduction. In the asexual reproduction, the gametogenesis is absent. There is no production of gametes or the fusion of gametes, and it is also called as a uniparental. Uniparental means the single parent is able to reproduce. Only one parent is necessary for the reproduction. There is no any gamete formation, there is no fusion of gametes, nothing is there. It is a uniparental, single parent is able to reproduce its own kinds. And as it is a uniparental or the asexual, there is no fusion. Hence, all the genes are inherited in the progeny. The same genes are inherited in the progeny as that of parent. Hence, the offsprings or the progeny formed is called as a clones. Now, what is clones? Clones means identical progeny as that of a parent. Clone means identical progeny as that of parent, because these clones are formed by asexual reproduction. There is no mixing of genetic material. The genes present in the parent are same in the progeny. The clones or the progeny is exactly identical to the parents. Hence, such a progeny is called as a clones. They contain all the similar characters as that of parent. Now, the asexual reproduction has very many types. Like some examples of asexual reproduction is given. Starting from the first example given in the book is a fragmentation. The second example is given is the budding. And the third example is given as a spore formation. Now, what is fragmentation? Fragment means a part, tukda. Fragmentation is main type of reproduction in the filamentous type of algae. For example, in the Spirogyra. In the Spirogyra is a filamentous algae. It contains many thread-like filaments. It is a multicellular structure. Many cells are there. And spirally arranged chloroplast. You have already seen. And in between these cells, there are some specialized separation discs are present. And from these separation discs, the fragment cuts off. Here, it cuts off. And the separated fragment will grow as a new Spirogyra. This is nothing but the fragmentation. ह्या फिलामेंटचा एक तुकडा पडला आणि हा तुकडा नवीन स्पायरोगायरा त्याच्यापासून तयार झालेला आहे. लक्षात येते? दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ फ्रॅगमेंटेशन. इट इज व्हेरी सिंपल. इथं कोणत्याही प्रकारचे गॅमेट तयार झालेले नाही, इथं कोणत्याही प्रकारचं फ्युजन झालेलं नाही. फक्त एक थ्रेड लाईक पार्ट आहे, थ्रेड लाईक फिलामेंट आहे, त्याचा तुकडा झालेला आहे आणि तुकडा जो झालेला फ्रॅगमेंट विल ग्रो एज अ न्यू स्पायरोगायरा. This is nothing but the fragmentation. And the next part or the next example is the budding. Budding is mostly seen in the lower organisms when the favorable condition is there. Budding occurs in the favorable condition. The example of budding, the organism is yeast. Yeast will grow by budding method. Now, what is budding? Budding means the parent cell. This is the yeast cell. The parent cell will produce one or more buds. This is the parent cell. And this is the bud. When this bud get mature, this bud detach from the parent cell and will grow as a new yeast. This bud will grow as a new yeast cell. The budding mostly occurs in the unicellular organism. You got it? Budding. The parent cell will produces a lateral bud. By maturation, this bud detaches from the parent cell and grows as a new yeast cell. Here also there is no any formation of gametes or the fusion of gametes. Hence, it is also a uniparental method. And all the genetic material of this parent cell is similar to this, but next type is the spore formation. The spore formation, generally this type takes place during the unfavorable condition. The example of the spore formation is Chlamydomonas. And Chlamydomonas is the motile algae which produces the motile zoospores. Here the Chlamydomonas cell is there, which acts as a zoosporangium. Here it is a zoosporangium, and inside this cell there are tiny zoospores are formed during the unfavorable condition. And during favorable condition, this zoospore hatch out. And after hatching, these zoospores are released. These spores are nothing but the motile spores. All these spores contain the flagellated cells. Flagella is there. मी एक झूस्पोर इथं तुम्हाला काढून दाखवतो झूम करून. हा बघा, हा न्यूक्लियस आहे आणि हे त्याचे फ्लॅजेला आहे. This is nothing but the zoospore. By the zoospore, the Chlamydomonas is used to move or it displaces anywhere in the water. Got it? Zoospore formation, spore formation. मध्ये zoosporangium is formed by the Chlamydomonas during the unfavorable condition, and when favorable conditions occur, these zoospores breaks open this zoosporangium and released in the water. These are the flagellated cells, and with the help of flagella, these zoospores can move anywhere in the water. These are the examples of asexual reproduction. There are some additional examples of asexual reproduction is also there, like binary fission. Binary fission is there. This binary fission is mostly occurs in the amoeba. Amoeba, paramecium, binary fission occurs. Binary fission means the single amoeba, this is amoeba cell, it produces lateral pull. Amoeba cell produces the pull, and this pull exerts a pressure over the plasma membrane, and here the plasma membrane unites to form two separate cells. This is nothing but the fragmentation. This is nothing but the binary fission, mostly seen in the amoeba. Next example is the conidia formation. The second one is the conidia formation. Conidia formation is mainly occurs in the fungus like Penicillium. Conidia formation is example Penicillium is there. What is conidia? Here the thread like hyphae of Penicillium is there. Here it is a sporangiophore. The Penicillium structure is like this, and it produces such conidia. These are nothing but the conidia in the conidia in the Penicillium. This conidia contains the spores, and after this conidia break open, these spores are released, and spore will germinate into these hyphae or the fungal filament. This is nothing but the conidia formation. The next Another example is the gemule formation. The next example is gemule formation. Gemule formation. Gemule is the cysted bud. Gemule is produced during the unfavorable condition. It is like this. Mostly seen in the sponges, poriferans. And inside the gemule, these cells multiply mitotically. These are the sponge cells, and this protective covering is made up of calcareous spicules. Here the calcareous spicules are there. This is nothing but the gemule formation in the sponges. On the occurrence or on the onset of the favorable condition, these gemule hatch open or break open to form the new sponge. Gemule formation is there. These are some natural methods of asexual reproduction. Next to this, we will see the vegetative propagation or the vegetative reproduction. It is very important in the plants. Vegetative reproduction. Now what is vegetative? Vegetative means any plant part which is able to reproduce asexually. Now vegetative part means root is there, or stem is there, or leaves are there. Vegetative parts. Now in some plants, roots contains buds, stem contains buds, or leaf also contains buds. And with the help of these adventitious buds, the plant can reproduce. Such a type of reproduction is called as a vegetative reproduction. And this vegetative reproduction fall under two categories like cutting, artificial method, and natural method. First we will see the natural method. Vegetative reproduction, natural method. It is called as a, there are two methods. First is the natural, and second one is a artificial method. In the natural method, the plants naturally, there is no interference of human. In the natural method, the plants naturally reproduce by their vegetative parts. For example, in the potato adventitious buds are there on the stem tubers, and these buds will sprout out during the favorable condition to reproduce. Sweet potato is there. Next, in the bryophyllum, leaf contains the adventitious buds. The leaf will fall up on the ground and the buds will grow as new plants. Next is the artificial. Artificial means this method do not occur naturally. नैसर्गिकरित्या naturally हे होत नाही. Artificial. This is a man-made. This is artificial. By human interference, it is intentional. And in the artificial method, there is the main thing is cutting and grafting. The first one is a cutting, and the second one is a grafting. Cutting and grafting. First, we will see the cutting. Cutting means the plant part which contains the buds, one or more bud is used for the cutting. For example, तुम्हाला माहित आहे की जास्वंदीचं जे प्लांट आहे, हिबिस्कस प्लांट्स, पावसाळ्यामध्ये आपण हिबिस्कस प्लांटची एक ट्विग घेतो, एक फांदी घेतो, त्या फांदीला काही ठिकाणी बड आहेत, आणि अशी फांदी आपण जर ओल्या मातीमध्ये लावली तर या फांदीपासून सुद्धा नवीन प्लांट तयार होते. दिस इज नथिंग बट द कटिंग. बट कटिंग must contain the adventitious buds, one or more bud. Here the cambium tissue will play the important role. Cambium will form the root system and this plant will survive. Now the cutting. The first one is the root cutting. Root cutting is mainly occurs or mainly found in the blackberry. Blackberry plant is the small, it produces small mulberry like fruits. Here the root is used for the cutting. Root contains the bud. Next is the stem cutting. Here root cutting example is a blackberry. Stem cutting example is the hibiscus, or you can say rose is there. Stem cutting, stem part is used. Here the stem part is used in the rose. Stem contains the bud. When such a stem is placed in the moist soil, this stem will produces the root system and the upper part will produces the shoot system. It produces leaves and grows as a new plant. Here this stem contains all the characters of the parent plant. As there is no formation of gametes, it is a part of a parent plant. It contains the cells of a parent. Hence, it shows all the similar characters as that of parent plant. Stem cutting example, rose is there, bougainvillea is there, hibiscus is there, and third one is the leaf cutting. Leaf cutting is used in the bryophyllum or in the snake plant, which is scientific name is Sansevieria. Sansevieria, it is common name is a snake plant. It is a ornamental plant. शो साठी वापरलं जातं. कुंडीमध्ये साधारण ह्या पद्धतीची त्याची पानं असतात. डार्क ग्रीन कलरची आणि व्हाईट स्पॉट असलेली. This is Sansevieria, commonly called as a snake plant. Here the leaf cutting is used to propagate the new plants. These are some natural artificial methods. Now the second one is the grafting. Now what is grafting? Grafting is advanced method. It is cheap method of propagation. Cutting is also a cheap method of propagation. It do not require many such efforts like buying seeds or sowing seeds. The next is the second one is the grafting. Grafting is done by expert person like agriculturist or horticulturist. In the grafting there are two plants. The one is the rooted plant and another one is the grafted plant. The grafted plant is called as the scion, SCION, and scion is nothing but a twig having some adventitious buds, some buds, growing buds, or the rooted plant is called as the stalk. Here the two plants are there. Rooted plant is called as the stalk and the grafted plant is called as a scion. Now the stalk and scion belongs to the same species, same variety or the same genus. For example, मराठीमध्ये याला कलम बांधणे म्हणतात. आंब्याच्या झाडाला आपण जसं कलम बांधतो तसं. Now the stalk plant. Here is the stalk plant. Soil surface is there. In the stalk plant, the agriculturist or horticulturist produces such kind of cut, and in this cut, the another branch is placed like this, and these two branches are tied by a thread. After some days, these two branches fuse with each other. Here the cambium plays important role for the fusion, and these two plants, this is one and this is two. This is a scion and this is the stalk rooted plant, and this is the plant which have desired characters. And these two plants will grow as one plant. आपल्याला माहित आहे की आंब्याच्या झाडाला कलम बांधतात, जसे की गावठी आंब्याचं झाड आहे पण त्याला हापूस आंब्याचं कलम बांधलं जातंय. फॉर एक्झाम्पल हे गावठी आंब्याचं झाड आहे, हे रूटेड आहे, हे क्लायमॅटिक कंडिशनला सुटेड आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल रिजनल प्लांट आहे, आणि हे हापूस आंब्याचं झाड आहे. तर ह्या हापूस आंब्याच्या झाडाचा कलम याला बांधलेला आहे. आता हे गावठी आंब्याचं झाड सुद्धा त्याला हापूस आंबे लागणार, कारण ह्या प्लांटच्या ज्या सेल्स आहेत या सेलमध्ये जे जीन्स आहेत हे हापूस आंब्याचे आहेत, त्यामुळे त्या व्हरायटीचे आंबे त्याला लागणार. दिस इज नथिंग बट द ग्राफ्टिंग टेक्निक. अंडरस्टूड? नाउ ग्राफ्टिंग इज डन बाय अनदर वे, लाइक now this cut is like V shape. You can take cross cut also like this, and another graft or the scion is produced like this. And grafting also contains a budding technique. Budding, this is different than the previous budding. Budding means only a bud, not a twig or not a entire scion is taken, only the bud is taken. For example, in the rose or in the apple or the pear, this is the rooted plant, and only a bud, this is the scion which contains a bud, scion bud. This bud is cut from here and placed on this rooted plant. It is here, budding. And now this bud will grow as a new twig of this plant, and this bud contains the characteristics of this plant or the desired plant. Desired plant means having the desirable characters like desirable yield, high yielding, high protein content, for example high sugar content is there, high oil yielding plant. This is the budding. This is used in the to propagate apple, pear, or in the rose plant also. This is nothing but the budding, or you can also say the bud grafting. Instead of budding, you can say bud grafting, as this is the grafting technique. Here only a bud is used, not the entire side. Only the bud is used, and it is attached here, attached to the stalk plant, which is a rooted plant, and here it is tied with a thread or a cellotape. चिकटपट्टीनं बांधायचं. काही दिवसानं इथं हे फ्यूज होणार, एकमेकांना चिकटणार, आणि हे एकच प्लांट आहे या पद्धतीनं ग्रो होणार. आलं लक्षात? ह्याच्यापेक्षा थोडी ऍडव्हान्स टेक्निक जर कन्सिडर केली तर टिश्यू कल्चर इज देअर. The most advanced technique of asexual reproduction for the propagation of plants is the tissue culture technique. Tissue culture technique. Now what is tissue? Tissue is a group of cells having same structure, same function, same origin. And what is culture? Culture means to grow in the controlled condition. In the tissue culture technique, there is a cell or bud or some tissue of desired plant is taken on the nutrient medium. It is called as a explant. Explant means the tissue which is imported from the desired plant. It is called an explant. For the convenience, we take a cell. This is the cell we have taken as an explant from the desired plant, and this cell is cultured on the culture medium like agar. This cell is cultured on the culture medium. Here is the culture medium or the nutrient medium is there. After few days, this cell absorbs nutrient from this culture medium and divides mitotically to form a mass of cell. This mass of cell is called as a callus. Callus is just a mass of cell, it is unorganized. And now this callus or the nutrient medium is administered with the plant hormones like auxins and cytokinins. Now this callus will develop the root system and will develop the shoot system. This is nothing but the tissue culture. In short, you will study in detail also. Understood? The tissue culture. Here the micropropagation is also used. Micropropagation is also used. Now what is micropropagation? Here the callus cells are agitated and separated. For example, या callus मध्ये 100 सेल्स आहेत. तर या 100 सेल्स सेपरेट करायच्या आणि 100 टेस्ट ट्यूब मध्ये ठेवायच्या. या टेस्ट ट्यूब मध्ये सुद्धा कल्चर मीडियम आहे. ह्याच्यावर सुद्धा सेल्स ठेवले आहेत. इथे डायरेक्ट प्लांट हार्मोन्स ऍड केलेले नाही. याच्या सेल जे ह्या कॅलसच्या ज्या सेल्स आहेत अनऑर्गनाइज्ड मास जे आहे ह्या सेलचं हे अनऑर्गनाइज्ड मास by agitation in the liquid nutrient medium it is separated and each cell is placed in a new test tube. समजा याच्यामध्ये 100 सेल्स असतील तर 100 टेस्ट ट्यूब मध्ये आपण हे ठेवणार आणि 100 टेस्ट ट्यूब मध्ये ठेवल्यानंतर काही दिवसांना they again form callus. And by the addition of plant hormones, there is a development of root system and shoot system in the test tube. This is nothing but the micropropagation. Within a short period, season independent, you can grow thousands of plants by the micropropagation technique. Understood? Reproduction in lower and higher plants. आपण 3 मुद्दे याच्यामध्ये बघितलेले आहेत. सगळ्यात पहिलं असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शनचे जे टाइप आहेत फ्रॅगमेंटेशन आहे, बडिंग आहे, त्याच्यानंतर झू स्पोर फॉर्मेशन आहे, त्यानंतर बायनरी फिशन बघितलं आपण, त्यानंतर ग्राफ्टिंग टेक्निक बघितली. ग्राफ्टिंग टेक्निक मध्ये सायन म्हणजे इम्पोर्टेड प्लांट असेल, इम्पोर्टेड म्हणण्यापेक्षा ज्याला आपण डिझायर्ड म्हणूया, डिझायर्ड प्लांट आहे ज्याच्यामध्ये डिझायरेबल कॅरेक्टर्स आहेत, ज्याचं यील्ड असेल, त्याची व्हिगर असेल, व्हायटॅलिटी असेल. त्याच्यानंतर रुटेड प्लांट आहे विच इज कॉल्ड एज अ स्टॉक. ग्राफ्टिंग टेक्निक आपण बघितलेली आहे, नॅचरल मेथड्स बघितलेले आहेत, आर्टिफिशियल मेथड्स बघितलेले आहेत. ठीक आहे, यानंतरचा जो पुढचा पॉइंट असेल हा आपण नेक्स्ट लेक्चरला बघूया. आताच्या लेक्चर बद्दल काही शंका असतील तर तुम्ही खाली कमेंट बॉक्स मध्ये त्याच्या